Mimi nataka niulize watu wa Ford Foundation watuambie hiyo pesa wanatoa ifanye fujo ndio wapate faida gani? We are going to call them out and we are going to tell them if they are not interested in democracy in Kenya, if they are going to sponsor violence, if they are going to sponsor anarchy, we are going to call them out and we are going to tell them they either style up or they leave.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the show again. My name is Habil, and we are here to have a conversation, just to talk, give an opinion, discuss on some of the issues happening here in the country and issues happening around the world. Now, demonstrations are going on here in the country, and there's always someone there, maybe on Twitter or somewhere, who is always crafting some calendar to direct Kenyans. And there's a calendar Kenyans follow. Kenyans wamejipanga. I don't really know who is the leader of Gen Zs or who is the leader of the youths, but what I know is there's someone who is coming up with a schedule. So today's demonstration was already scheduled a week earlier, and demonstrations are going on today. And from these demos, I kind of learned a lot from it. First of all, I learned this. This is what I learned from the demonstration. Tangu ianze mpaka leo. It's really risky to have a business at the CBD, especially in Nairobi. It's really risky. Because whenever there are demonstrations, you have a business at the CBD, you kind of have to worry. Like, biashara yangu itakuaje? Is my business safe? Has my business been looted? You have to kind of worry, and in case you are really serious about security, you have to hire some security to take care of your business, to protect your business as demonstrations are going on. Because as far as we are saying that demonstrations are peaceful, there's always some few people who have some, negative motives, some personal motives, and some of them aim to loot. They take advantage of the demonstrations to come and put down your business. So it's kind of risky to have a business at the CBD, shops. You saw from the previous demonstration that Naivas was looted, Safaricom shops were looted. Those who are normally selling phones, they were looted as well. So it's kind of hard. Can you keep quiet, please? So it's kind of risky as well to have a business at the CBD. So I'm kind of worried. In case I have an opportunity, I know owning a business at the CBD is a hot cake because, there's always a massive of people moving around. So there's, a possibility of you making business. But now, whenever there are demonstrations, it's kind of risky. What do you think about that? Because I have seen people who lose business. I've seen people who have lost their businesses to looting. So it's kind of risky. Number two, what I've learned from the demonstration also is that, liberation doesn't come free. For any country to achieve liberation, you kind of have to, shed blood, lose lives, get injured for liberation to come. I've learned this from, this country. This country has really taught me a lot from the demonstration. Thanks to, can you keep quiet, please? Thanks to the Gen Zs and to all the youths and the people who have been taking part, millennials, in making sure that our president listens to what we have to say. Finance bill was really going to mess us up. Big time. Finance bill was going to mess us up. And it needed someone to come and hear, air out our voices. Tell us, talk to the country, talk to the government about what we are feeling. And thank God, we have brought the finance bill down and we are now happy with that. And I just wonder, if you are a good leader, do you really have to wait for, your citizens, the people you serve, to go on the streets, to die, to shed blood, for you to be able to, listen to the Kenyans, listen to your people? I don't think so. As a leader, you're supposed to hear any hint of whatever form of rebellion against what you are trying to impose on them. You listen first because you are serving people. You are there because of the people. That is what I have also learned from this particular demonstration. Now, today's demonstration is ongoing, and I've already seen people have already been injured. So I saw some people being rushed to the hospital, which clearly indicates liberation is not easy. It doesn't come easy. There has to be some form of pain for you to be able to, see change. And I don't know why we have to do that. It has been there even in the history. And compare today's liberation to the past. In the story of Moses and the Israelites, when Pharaoh held the Israelites as slaves, and Moses was instructing Pharaoh to, you know, let the people go, let the Israelites go as instructed by God. Pharaoh did not want to leave the Israelites. Pharaoh did not want to make the Israelites go. That is why Moses had to do some form of, the 10 plagues for Pharaoh to be able to see the sense. Now, really, this is becoming too much. I thought we ought to learn a lesson from that. As a country right now, we are not supposed to go the Pharaoh way. Actually, you have to see the plagues. You have to see the various forms of plagues for you to listen to people. Because, Pharaoh now had to undergo the 10 plagues until it reached a scenario where he had to lose his first son. Firstborn babies from Egypt had to die for Pharaoh now to feel whatever is happening, and now let the slaves go. Now let the Israelites. As a country, let us learn a lesson there. Mr. President Ruto, don't do the Pharaoh way. Listen to the people, man. People are saying this. Listen to them. Do we have to perform the 10 plagues? Because now demonstration is one of the plagues. You don't know what else is coming. Already there is an hashtag Ruto must go, of which I'm not saying I'm supporting it, but at least let us see a leader who is listening to the Kenyans. Let's not be the pharaohs of this generation. Okay? Yeah. I saw yesterday the president Ruto blaming foreigners, that the foreigners were intervening in the demonstration and that this was not really Kenya's intention to demonstrate. I'm wondering, really? I'm just wondering, as Kenyans, do you want to say foreigners felt the pain on finance bill, the rules you are making? It doesn't affect them. These are real Kenyans' issues. So there's no point. It doesn't make sense for the president to, blame Ford Foundation on these demos. We are just going to the streets, and this is our intention. We are doing it deliberately because we need change. And I'm not really advocating for the change of the president, for Ruto must go, but at least listen to us. I've seen some sense of the president being humble now, which I appreciate because he's listening to us, and he even recently went ahead to fire the cabinet secretary, of which I support that, because why would you have a cabinet that is not giving you a heads up on what is happening in the country? Why would you have a cabinet that is not advising you the right way? Why would you have a cabinet that is committing some, corruption? We have seen cases of corruption, and some of them have made away with it. Why would you do that? So I support the president for dissolving the cabinet, and as we look to get a new cabinet, please be wise. Let us see some youths in the cabinet. Let us see some Kenyans as well doing it as well. I appreciate that. So what do you think about the president, blaming foreign intervention on these demos, on this chaos that has happened?
We have no use for anarchy and violence and destruction of property and loss of life. Wale ambao wanasponsor hiyo violence, sisi tunawajua. And I want to call out those who are behind the anarchy in Kenya, those who are behind the sponsoring the chaos in the Republic of Kenya. Shame on them, because they are sponsoring violence against our democratic nation. Mimi nataka niulize watu wa Ford Foundation, watuambie hiyo pesa wanatoa ifanye fujo ndio wapate faida gani? We are going to call them out, and we are going to tell them, if they are not interested in democracy in Kenya, if they are going to sponsor violence, if they are going to sponsor anarchy, we are going to call them out, and we are going to tell them they either style up or they leave.
Can't blame it on foreigners. These are Kenyan issues, total Kenyan issues. This is my opinion.